Today we're going to talk about drill sharpening. Hopefully this helps you work through that and makes it better. We've got our lovely drill gauge here. It's set up. It's got that nice 59-degree angle ground. That's going to let us be able to grind our drill bits to have an included angle of 118 degrees right up to the top of it. So we're going to take our drill gauge and we're going to lay it right down here on the tool rest. That way we can see where our 59 degrees will be. That's going to let us hold our drill bit in line with that. As you can see, we lay it down. Sometimes you can even make a mark if that's more convenient. If not, that works quite well. As you can see, that's the angle we're going to match our drill up on. It's going to be right there like that. And here we go. We'll get into actually turning the grinder on. As always, we step back away from it, let those wheels come up to speed in case there's going to be any kind of problem with them. Now we're going to come in, we make some nice light contact with the wheel. As you can see, we've got the drill bit. It's always held on a nice angle, a little greater than 90 degrees. You never want to have that dip down any more towards the floor than that. Otherwise, you're not going to get that clearance angle ground in there properly. You can see as we get started, let's see if I point right to it here through the magic of television. It comes up. We've got the cutting lips. We're starting with those horizontal to the floor kind of thing as it goes. We start with a nice little motion as the drill bit's dropping. It's got a slight twist to it. As you can see, it's not twisting very far. It's only got to be about 1/8 of an inch. This way we can have a look at at the top of our drill bit to see what kind of progress we're making. It comes along there. Obviously you can't see it behind the screen, but it is working quite well now. You can see it's one nice smooth fluid motion as it's going along. When it comes into contact with the wheel, you can't just hold it there and then grind it up, because that's not going to work properly for you. So it's going to come along, nice even motions, a little bit on one side, a little bit on the other. It's very important to keep that both sides, both cutting lips have to be the same. If they're not, you're not going to be able to drill a nice square hole. As you can see, comes along. The edges here, they're lining up very well with our drill gauge. So we've got one of the cutting lips there, and a little bit of rotation. We can see the other cutting lip starting to look very close. We're pretty much there. The only thing we have to do now is bring both of those cutting lips together to make that nice chisel point in the center. Then we're going to be able to drill that hole. It's got to go down nice and true. When I say about a square hole, I mean it's going to drill directly down through. Nice finish on the sides, all that sort of loveliness. So we come along. We're going to go back. You can see those cutting lips and the way it's rotating around. It's nice and smooth the whole way along. It doesn't look all faceted like it's been chipped out of a rock or something along those lines. So the whole thing is we're going to keep grinding and going. This drill bit started off very flattened, as you could see initially. It's going to come along, and we're going to keep grinding away, working along until that tip really comes together. As you can see, the way it's rotating there now, it looks very good, very smooth. We're just gonna put the finishing touches on it now. A little bit of extra grinding as it comes along. We're going to be able to see as well the important parts of the drill bit, like we were talking about with the anatomy before of it. The big thing is you've got to have that lip clearance angle. If you don't have it, and we'll be able to demonstrate it here very shortly with these last couple of grinds, we'll be able to see exactly what's taking place with that. Cutting lip always has to be the highest part of your drill bit. If it's not, you're not going to effectively cut that hole. It's just going to end up doing a lot of rubbing, and that's not what you want to be doing. So now I believe we're there. You can see as we're fitting this up with the With our drill gauge, you can see both cutting lips share the same angle, and that's exactly what I was talking about here, about the relief angle. As you can see with my lovely sharp little pointer there, it goes along. That's always coming on a downward angle. You can see the cutting lip is the front piece of it. That's going to come into contact with the metal first. It's going to make our nice cut the whole way around. It should have that chisel tip in the center. You shouldn't have to worry about trying to make that nice and straight across, because it's just going to work out that way once you've got that cut properly.